But anyway, let's go to the 2025 TNA box office update. Looks like we've got a record-breaking year. So yeah, we're going to talk some numbers. Hey, Mark, as BQ would say. A big thanks to Dobby the Brain Heenan for these updates. He gave me these numbers right before I'm about to record, so I do appreciate that. Sacrifice, March 14th, El Paso, Texas. 556 floor seats sold out of 557. You got one seat left. Man, can't even sell it out. That's just floor seats. That's not talking GA, by the way. And the Impact tapings the next night, 555 out of 557. 2 seats remaining. Combo tickets, including GA, are sold out unless they add more. AEW ran the same venue for 4,800 and sold just under 4,000. TNA's keeping it tight and it's working. I think that this is the one that's supposed to break their weekend box office record. I think they're going to do 4,000 each night. I don't know that we'll ever get the real numbers, but that's kind of where it's trending right now. And with Walk Up, I think they're going to do 4,000 each night. If they set it up the way that AEW set it up for 48, I think they do 4,000 each night. So looking good. What's not looking good is a couple weeks later, March 28th, St. Joseph, Missouri. They have 314 sold out of 998 for 31.5%. And then on March 29th, they're at 38%. It's early, kind of early, but that's way behind what they've normally been doing. And it could just be as simple as St. Joseph is just not a good market for them. They just went to the wrong market. But ultimately, what they have to do is get out there and hustle. And I don't know if they have been penetrating that market at all. I have not heard anything like that. They've been all over El Paso. So it makes sense that they're selling out in El Paso. And Texas is like the whole state is a good market for them. This is their first time being in Missouri in a long time. And St. Joseph, I believe, is the one that's right outside of Kansas City. And it looks like it's not going well there. Those tickets have been on sale for a while, and they have not moved a ton. So that one could be a little bit bleak. They might have a good walk up. Maybe they'll get close to selling out the floor, getting 1,000 each night, which would have been good 2 years ago, but that's not, how do you determine the success of a show? Well, what did you expect you were going to get? And what did you actually get? That's how you determine the success of a show. Right now, they're about 30% successful. So we'll see. We'll see where they're at. Unbreakable on April 17th in Las Vegas, 513 out of 644. Obviously not counting GA. That one's that one is like, they have actually, when you tried to get on that site, I think yesterday or the day before, it said that very few tickets are remaining and you need to get them fast. And then at one point they actually upped the prices of the tickets. So I think that one is actually going to sell out quick. By the time we get to WrestleMania, that one's going to be sold out. And that's probably going to be another like 3,000 to 4,000 seats sold on that one. So that one should do pretty well. Rebellion on April 27th in LA. They're 76.5% sold to the floor seats. So 335 out of 438. They could open up more sections. So Ring of Honor drew 4,100 there in 2023. So there's some room to grow, but I think that's the target, right? 4,100 would be the target. And we'll see if they're able to get to that. Irvine, California, May 1st and May 2nd. Impact Live tapings. Sorry. No ticket maps yet, but stay tuned. Brampton, Ontario, May 23rd and May 24th. 371 out of 375 out of 728 each. So around 51%. And then you got the big one, Slamversary on July 20th in Belmont, New York. 2,300 sold out of 4,100 for 56.1%. With over 4 months left to go. Not a single match announced. Nothing's announced for that. And they're over 2,300 sold. They have been hitting that market left and right. They just had, I believe, Joe Hendry and Casey Navarro and Masha at the Islanders games. They've been doing local marketing there for a while. They're doing great. So these numbers are fantastic. Sacrifice basically sold out. Unbreakable and Rebellion are trending strong. Slammiversary could be a monster. I'm going to predict that Slammiversary is going to be over 5. I think that's the one that gets them over the 5 mark. Like I know it's only set up for 4,100 right now, but I think that as they get closer and once they start announcing matches, and if they get some good names on the show, and they start penetrating the market even more and to get closer, because a lot of people like with TNA, they like you got to earn their business, right? You're not going to earn their business just by virtue of their name. People want to see what you're going to be bringing to the table, and so they got to get out there and earn it. They got to hit the ground and announce some matches, and we'll see what happens there. But I think that that's the one that can get them over 5,000. Certainly a big enough arena for it, for sure. But it's it's trending upwards despite some of my complaints on some of the stuff that they're doing in the company with creative and whatnot. But look, you can't deny success, and this has been a successful year, so good for them.